Our next guest rose to TV stardom when he was cast as a lawyer and head of law firm in the Emmy-winning series The Practice.
Oh, we are talking about Dylan McDermott, who snagged a Golden Globe as Bobby Donnell. I can't remember how his name was pronounced. And I did used to watch that series, and in fact, that was the reasons why I used to think law was so cool. And then I actually worked in law firm and found out it wasn't like TV.
Okay, anyway, he and four others were axed from the show in 2003 due to budget cuts, and between then and now, McDermott has been busy doing film, TV, theatre. Last year, the 51-year-old scored a winner with the critically acclaimed TV series American Horror Story.
And it was quite recently revealed he has returned for the much darker and some say disturbing season 2 of the series. Channel News Asia's Hasnita Majid caught up with the actor when he was in town as a guest of Mont Blanc.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm so scared.
You look amazing. She had to be scary. A fierce little girl. Just like her mom. Smart and beautiful.
You scored a home run with The Practice and recently with the American Horror Story, and in both you were required to play a very intense character, the one that needed to be emotionally charged. So how do you prepare for that kind of role?
I always try to do research when I'm preparing for a role, but I think that more of that stuff is probably me. You know what I mean? From the way I grew up and my environment, I think that I probably carry around intensity, and I probably bring that to my roles. You know, the first one, The Practice, I was a very passionate lawyer who really believed in the law and ethics and morals. And I think in American Horror Story, although I believed in those things, I got derailed in many ways, you know what I mean, where I lost my way, where I once was a very sort of moral person, and then I think I really had a dark night of the soul.
So in this case, your life experience, you actually channeled it into your roles.
I try to do that. I really try to use me as much as I can in all the roles, because I can't be somebody else. I can only be variations of myself. So I always try to find a piece of me to put in a role that reflects me. But I play many different people. But I try to use my own experience.
I am so sorry.
You left me waiting in the norms for 3 hours? Mrs. Harmon!
Hayden, hey.
Mrs. Harmon, it's Hayden McLean. We need to talk.
Hayden, stop. This is crazy.
Vivian!
You're acting crazy.
Do not call me crazy. I am.
But do you find it very challenging to play those kind of roles?
I do, yeah. I enjoy it. I still love acting. You have to love it to do it. You know what I mean? So this year in the campaign, I played a campaign manager who was sort of like the devil, and that was a lot of fun. And then I did Olympus Has Fallen with Morgan Freeman, and Melissa Leo, and Gerard Butler, where I played a Secret Service agent. And then I did a movie with Selena Gomez, where I was sort of like a very snaky character. So, you know, and then American Horror Story. So it's fun too. The greatest thing about being an actor is that you get to be many people in one life. You know, I'm not just me, I'm many people, and that's the greatest life you can have.
We can make ourselves unknown.
Speaking of American Horror Story, to me it's quite a disturbing show. What were your thoughts when you first got the script?
I loved it. The first time I heard about the show, I absolutely loved it, and I know a lot of actors were afraid of it. I always think of myself as the guy running into the burning building rather than running out. And I just thought it was a great concept for a TV show.
You know, for someone who's supposed to be able to look into the minds and the souls of, you know, others, your character, Dr. Ben Harmon, I thought he was not really quite there, especially, you know, with his family. He's quite, in fact, I thought that he was a bit messed up. How would you describe the character of Dr. Ben Harmon?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's a psychiatrist, and he probably had more problems than all of his patients put together. So I think that it's funny when you play someone like that, because I don't think he was a very good psychiatrist at all. And I knew that, you know, and I kind of worked with that a little bit, because I thought it would be fun to, because everybody's like, oh my God, this guy's, you know, he's treating patients, and he really needs more psychiatry than anyone.
This house is trying to help, and right now you are in no position to refuse. Your wife needs you, so you better pull yourself together and get in there for her.
your co-star, Jessica Lynch. She's a very gifted actress, a winner of 2 Academy Awards, and she's larger than life. So what was it like acting with her?
She's a great actress, and anytime you're on screen with Jessica, you're pretty much treading water because she's that good. So you have to be very careful that she doesn't eat you alive because she's so amazing. So I really enjoyed working with her. She truly is a great actress.
Growing up, was there a favorite horror show or horror movie for you?
You know, I'm a big Roman Polanski fan, so I always thought his psychological horror stuff, Rosemary's Baby, being one of them, is one of my favorite films of all time. And I think that American Horror Story has echoes of that in it, you know, the psychological horror. I don't like the slashing stuff so much, but I do like the psychological stuff a lot.
You've done many movies, and one of the latest being The Perks of Being a Wallflower. And what do you look for when you choose movie scripts?
You know, it really comes down to scripts. You know, it doesn't really matter to me how big the part is. It matters to me what the content of the movie is. And I thought that Perks of Being a Wallflower was a beautiful book, and I thought the movie really hit all the bullet points of what the book was, and I thought it was a tremendous cast. And I just wanted to be a part of it.
Do you find that good movie scripts are hard to come by?
Yes. It's very hard to make a good movie. You know, it's very, very difficult because we've seen so many movies now. And how do you make it different and original? And I think that's the hardest part about making movies nowadays, is that we know so much and everybody's a critic.
What kind of character would you like to try out next?
I don't know. I mean, it's always the big question, you know, for me. What to play next? I have to look for scripts that interest me. I always try to play people who are good and bad. You know what I mean? It doesn't interest me to play a good guy or to play all bad. You know, I like to find that fine line in humanity, because I don't believe anybody's good, and all bad. I think that we're a mix. And so I'm always looking for characters who have both. It's really fun to play the bad guy.
I was just going to say
that. You know,
that.
a movie is only as good as the bad guy.
Violet! You disappeared on me. What the hell happened? Violet, your mom's waiting in the car. We have a plane to catch.
I have been playing more bad guys lately, so now I have to play a good guy, because I can't just play all bad guys.
I can take care of myself. And if you want to, you can come back for me later. But for right now, you just have to trust me and get the hell out of here. I tell Mom I love her. Good luck with the babies.
Thank you. Huh?
But you've never really done comedy before. Is that a genre that you would consider?
I love comedy, you know, and that's why I was supposed to be in Step Brothers with Will Ferrell, and I had done the table reading, and they saw that I was funny in that. I actually did a charity thing where I was doing something by my pool, and the whole comedy world saw it, and they thought I was funny. But without me doing that, they would have never known I was funny. So, you know, it's weird where things come from. And then they thought of me for, I hosted Saturday Night Live with Will Ferrell, and I was funny on that, and because people don't normally think of me as funny. But I had done stand-up in New York, and so now hopefully with the campaign, I'll get some more comedy.
Looks like the Travelocity gnome. What? If you really want to help this district, the first thing you have to do, Marty, is win.
McDermott there, speaking with our producer Hassan Tamajid about his latest TV roles. He's been tweeting about his role in the 2nd season of American Horror Story, and it seems his first appearance will be on December 12th.
Well, the fans are surely looking forward to that.